Hi everyone and welcome on this first alert weather day. It's Monday. We're used to snow in Michiana, but boy, we had a taste of warmth and got rid of it. Now it's back.
Oh, it wasn't just warm. Severe thunderstorm warnings. We were here streaming severe thunderstorm warnings less than a week ago. And then, of course, we were first alerting to what you have on your screen here, which is reduced visibility and snow back on the roadways.
What we're showing you right now, this is toll road video taken just about half an hour ago. This is from our Daniel Hochstetler. He's using technology that allows him to get these images, but both hands are on the wheel, so don't you worry about him. This is just showing you the conditions, what happens when you're driving right in that lake effect snow band. This is just west of South Bend. You were first alerting us that this would move ever so slightly west this morning.
Yeah, and what's important to keep in mind here is you want to add extra time onto that morning commute. What you see here is Daniel's driving, again, safely, but he's coming up to a truck. When you're going to switch lanes, you're going to want to slow down. And don't use cruise control in these kind of conditions, but now that he's moved over to one lane on the left side, you can see that not only is it a little bit slipperier, now is it only slippery, but also your traction and also the bumps start to come into play. So we talked to Sergeant Ted Bonner earlier this morning, and he was obviously recommending to slow down, take your time, so that way you can stay behind the truck instead of feeling like you have to pass the truck in these kind of conditions.
All right, so I do want to talk about what we can expect, when we can expect this to move on out of St. Joseph County and get it away from us here. I know that that's misery for people in LaPorte County and beyond, but we've had this here overnight, 6 inches or more snow.
I would say so. Yeah, I just went out and measured the snow at about 7 o'clock. So we were up to about 4 to 6 inches here to show you, as we've seen before this winter, lake effect snow is very localized. So as soon as it moves out, you actually get back into possibly some clear skies. In fact, some of our tower cams that you can view over on WNDU.com showing clear skies. Here's a beautiful image. This was not like that at just about an hour, hour and a half ago. At 6:30, 7 o'clock, it was snowy, it was cold, and now we're back up into some sunshine over the campus of Notre Dame. 25 degrees visibility. You see that bottom part of your screen. That was at about 1, if not 2 miles. So where I'm looking is right down here. Now it is all the way back up to 10 miles. But again, clear skies, high visibility for some means reduced visibility for others. There's a good look at kind of how things change across Michiana. South Bend, sunshine, 25 degrees. To the right side, though, St. Joe at 26 degrees. That's where that lake effect snow band is continuing to impact that location. So again, we're watching this shift and move off to the west, bringing snowfall through LaPorte, just to the west of South Bend into St. Joe, kind of a line like this. And that is going to continue to be the case as we go through the morning, is we're going to get a corridor of that snow kind of filling in with that north to south orientation with the lake effect.
All right, and we know a number of schools have already, they've had a tough year.
Yep.
It's been real brutal as far as winter goes. They were really trying to get full days of school in, but guess what? Several schools had to close today, mostly in Michigan. We're talking Niles Community Schools closed, Brandywine, also Berrien Springs schools closed. I saw Andrews Academy closed. I mean, the school systems would love to have a full week of school, but boy, this is just not setting up well for them. Delays for so many others.
And we're getting into kind of testing season with some of these elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools as you get deeper into February and especially into March and April. So hoping to avoid some of these cancellations and delays. But not only has it been a long winter for school districts, for us as well.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of people this past weekend, they would see me in the grocery store or out and about, and they'd say, "Hey, can winter be over yet?" And I said, "I know, I know. Lake effect snow and the cold air."
This guy has taken a lot of heat, and I don't know how you do it. You stay cheerful, you stay positive, but you have to. Tell you what, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to take a look, not just for today, but down the road, what we can expect this week. Temperatures are in our favor, and that's a good thing, and you have more on the temperatures.
It's going to be a more typical lake effect snow event. More on that just after the break.
Welcome back, everyone. Tricia Sloma, along with Chief Meteorologist Matt Engelbrecht, keeping you up to speed about that snow that you're seeing out there. I called it a stubborn lake effect snow band. It's because it set up last night and it just kept coming down. 6 inches or more in some places. Others, you're waking up barely getting a dusting, and that's how lake effect works.
Right, and stubborn is a great way to put it, because you really can't do anything about it when it is happening. But as soon as it moves out, you can get those roads back under control. The treatment and the salt starts to work. But yeah, there have been a couple of phrases. Yours, stubborn. I keyed on that. I was like, that's a great way to put it. And then Sergeant Bonner was talking about the personality of the roads change very quickly.
He said it's the road personality. And I think that's the thing. We have a combination of temperatures working in our favor and the winds working in our favor this morning. This is what makes this stubborn band not so bad, if we can say it that way, not so bad as compared to the past couple of lake effect snow events that have really messed up travel around Michiana.
That's right. Bitterly cold temperatures, strong winds, and it was the dry, fine snow that was blowing all over the place.
It's slick.
For the rest of the day today, here's a look at it. So one thing we've been first alerting you to is that this overall lake effect snow band was going to shift to the west. So this is Monday at 3 p.m. You can see nearly 2/3 of Michiana are in the clear. Sunshine, temperature still in the 20s, but with the chance of some snow still in parts of Knox, Winnemac, LaPorte, and Michigan City. By 6 p.m., I don't expect the snow band to completely break up until after sunset tonight, but the other part of this is I'm not expecting it to work back to the east. So there's Monday at about 10 p.m. When you're looking at your screen there, typically in these situations, we get the lake effect snow band shifting to the west and then coming back to the east. In this situation, I expect the lake effect snow band to fall apart before the wind brings it back across Michiana.
All right, so when you are traveling in these lake effect systems right now, this is what it looks like on the toll road. This is one of the areas where they've had backup crashes and multiple vehicles involved. So give yourself extra time behind another vehicle. Give that stopping distance. And if you see an emergency vehicle off to the side, you got to get over to that other lane. Please, we can't say it enough. Slow down, because conditions change very quickly in lake effect situations.
Yeah, I can't help but sit here and watch the footage, because I've seen him change lanes. He's doing it right. He's doing it slowly, blinker on, and then working back towards the left side of the road. Although you want to stay in the treads in these kind of situations, and that's hopefully you've allowed yourself enough time to stay in the treads and not have to worry about passing somebody on a highway.
Yeah, well, we of course will stay on top of this for you. Break in if necessary. You found us here on this stream here at WNDU.com or wherever you stream your information, but we're here to give you the very latest. That weather app, also very handy.
Yeah, it'll help a lot to give you the latest on where that lake effect snow band is located. And of course, we'll be first alerting you to the progress of that lake effect snow band for the rest of the afternoon.
All right, thanks for joining us. And remember to watch us right here at 10 o'clock. We're going to do a special stream at 9, but you have a special weather stream at 10 o'clock. All right, thanks for joining us, everyone.